Mitsubishi Lancer 1982 to 1983. Between 1988 and 2003, the Lancer in Japan derived from the subcompact Mirage, itself sold in many export markets under the name Colt. Mitsubishi had originally launched the Mirage in 1978 as a front-wheel drive hatchback, with a sedan variant later released in 1982, and a version of which sold in Japan as a Lancer Fiore. 5 generations of Mirage were manufactured by Mitsubishi up until 2003, with new generations released in 1983 and 1987, with the equivalent Lancer delayed until 1988, 1991 to 1995. It was not until 1988, with the 1979 to 1987 Lancer now departed, that the Mirage-based Lancer eschewed the Fiore suffix in the home market. Between 1982 and 1987, the aforementioned Mirage sedan with minor styling modifications sold as the Lancer Fiore through Japanese retail channels. The Fiore spanned 2 generations, the second of which came to the market in 1983. Internationally, the Fiore sedan often sold under the abbreviated name Lancer, and sometimes as the Lancer F, for example, in Germany. Thus, with the rear-wheel drive Lancer as introduced in 1979 and the front-wheel drive Lancer Fiore, Mitsubishi had 2 similarly sized models competing in the same market segment, sometimes even while sharing the Lancer badge. Although naming conventions varied, for all generations, sedan versions of the Mirage were typically badged as Lancer in export markets such as the Philippines, although notably not in the United States. In Japan, sedan variants of the Mirage and Lancer sold alongside one another with minor differences in trim. The station wagon, part of the 1983 and 1991 iterations, was typically known as the Lancer in export markets. Likewise, the Mirage Coupe variant, available with the 1991 and 1995 generations, also became part of the Lancer lineup in some regions. Mitsubishi introduced replacements for the Mirage starting in 2000, with a new generation of Lancer sedan, now larger and having moved up to the compact segment. Then in 2002, a subcompact 5-door hatchback badged Colt internationally became available, thus substituting the Mirage hatchback. By 2003, the Mirage had been completely phased out of mainstream Japanese production and Lancer became the primary title for Mitsubishi's compact offerings.